This video is for entrepreneurs who want more sales but hate selling and who would like to learn how to make their products and services sell themselves. Imagine, no more begging, no more wasting time chasing down prospects to set up appointments. If you know how the human brain makes buying decisions, you can literally position your products and services to sell themselves. And you do that by using psychographics to trigger the buying process. After working with psychographics for the past 17 years, I've come to describe it as the science of how you get prospects and customers to take action and buy. This is the same science and strategy that major corporations use every day to dominate their markets and make millions. After working with hundreds of companies, I've boiled down psychographics into 3 powerful strategies to help small and mid-sized companies to quickly grow sales. And I'm going to share these strategies with you right now. At the end of this video, I'll give you additional tools to help you understand and apply these advanced strategies in your own business. When I first applied these strategies 17 years ago, my sales increased 300% in a single year. And since then, I have helped hundreds of businesses to grow sales. So sit down, buckle up, because here we go. The first strategy has to do with the unconscious mind. And that's because the unconscious mind is responsible for all human behavior and decisions. If you can't get your target market's unconscious mind to get excited about what you sell, then the sale's over before it even begins. I see this all the time with small and mid-sized companies. They offer a great product or service and they can't figure out why no one seems to care. If you want to position your products and services so that they automatically sell themselves, then it's critical that you provide a buying experience that matches the deep-seated preferences in your target market's unconscious mind. What successful companies understand that stragglers do not is that your target market's unconscious mind doesn't care about products, services, or solutions. The only thing it cares about is how your products and services make it feel. Until you can get your target market's unconscious mind to get excited about what you sell, you are talking to a solid brick wall of no thank you. Which means you'll have to work extra hard at chasing prospects and twisting arms if you want to increase sales. Using psychographics, let me show you a quick and easy way to figure out the emotional buying trigger for your specific target market. Here's a copy of my gratification matrix. As you can see, I've divided how people get their primary gratification into 3 categories. They are ideas, people, and things. Let's take a quick look at each category, then you'll have a better idea of how this works. Starting at the top left is the ideas category. If your ideal customer prefers occupations that give them lots of creative control and freedom to implement ideas, concepts, and strategies, like an entrepreneur, explorer, designer, inventor, or artist, etc., then most likely your ideal customer belongs to this category. The buying trigger for this category is interacting with ideas in a solitary fashion. Top center is the people category. If your ideal customer prefers working in a job that provides lots of contact with other people, like a salesperson, teacher, realtor, social worker, personal coach, or a medical worker who works directly with patients, etc., then most likely your ideal customer belongs to this category. The buying trigger for this category is social interaction. At the top right, we have the things category. If your ideal customer prefers occupations that provide lots of interaction with things like data, numbers, tools, or materials, like a programmer, engineer, accountant, or a tradesperson, etc., then most likely your ideal customer belongs to this category. The buying trigger for this category is interacting with inanimate objects in a depersonalized way. The unconscious buying trigger will always take the form of an emotional gratification. To dramatically improve the results you get with your marketing and sales, try this. Instead of selling your products and services, use your products and services as a prop to sell your target market's primary gratification. If you do it correctly, then their unconscious mind will automatically respond with a powerful raw feeling that says, "I'm really interested. Tell me more." Okay, in just a bit, I'll provide you with a link for more detailed information about each of the 3 gratification categories. It will provide a deep dive, including examples of how to sell each group's primary gratification. And if you hang out to the end of the video, I'll give you a free tool to help you use psychographics to improve your website homepage. If you're still not sure which psychographic category best describes your ideal customer, then drop me an email or direct message me so I can help you to nail it down. I have developed excellent strategies for satisfying the primary gratification of every industry and situation I can think of. Okay, before we move on to the important role that the logical brain plays in the buying process, let's do a quick recap. A. The initial buying decision is made in the unconscious mind. B. Logic and reason have nothing to do with your target market's initial buying decision. C. People decide they want something when it satisfies their emotional gratification, even if it doesn't make sense. And D. All this happens before the logical brain can even form a thought, which means that during the first part of the buying process, your prospects and customers only care about the positive feelings they get when your products and services provide their primary gratification. Okay, now let's look at the second strategy, which involves the logical brain. If the unconscious mind is responsible for the target market's initial buying decision, then what's the role of the logical brain in the buying process? Simply put, the logical brain looks for rational support to justify the buying decision that comes from the unconscious mind. In a nutshell, each target market requires its own specific justification before it'll buy, and that means not just any kind of rational support will do. In fact, there are 3 primary ways to justify a purchase, but only one will work with your specific target market. If you get this wrong, your prospects might seem interested, but getting them to buy is like pulling teeth. So if you get a decent reaction on your marketing, but you're not closing sales, then chances are really good you're not providing the right rational support. Using the right rational support is super important if you want to position your products and services to sell themselves. The 3 types of rational support are reliable, revolutionary, and value. To make your buying process easy, use your target market's rational support in all your marketing and sales. This will make it easy for them to justify the purchase. Remember, the job of the logical brain is not to make the initial buying decision. That has already been done by the unconscious mind. The job of the logical brain is to look for rational support to justify the unconscious buying decision. For example, let's say that your target market's rational support category is reliable. Then whatever you're selling, you better provide lots of evidence to show that your products and services are proven, reliable, and dependable. If you use the right rational support, you can position your products and services to sell themselves. If you're not sure which rational support best fits your target market, drop me an email so I can help you figure it out. The third and final strategy for creating a successful buying experience is this: focus on one specific target market. So far, I've introduced 3 gratifications plus 3 rational supports to create a total of 9 possible world-class buying experiences. What most small and mid-sized companies don't realize is that the 9 buying experiences cancel each other out. I cover all this in detail during my psychographic profile, but for the purpose of this video, suffice it to say, if you don't focus on offering just one buying experience, you will actually chase business away. Too often when asked, who's your target market? Small and mid-sized companies will say, anyone who wants to buy. But there is absolutely no way to create a world-class buying experience unless you focus on one specific target market. When your prospects see your marketing, they need to feel like you're sitting in the front room having an intimate discussion. And your marketing just can't do that unless your buying experience is incredibly tailored to one target market. Keep in mind that the sell everyone technique was created by desperate salespeople who spend all day throwing lots of mud at the wall. But if you're a busy entrepreneur with too much on your plate, do you really want to spend all your time doing sales? Instead, think outside the box and use psychographics with surgical precision to position your products and services to sell themselves. If you're not using these 3 strategies to trigger and control the buying process, then get ready to invest a lot more time beating the bushes, chasing customers, and twisting arms if you want to increase sales. To access the detailed marketing information and examples I promised to give you, just click the button below that corresponds to your gratification type: ideas, people, or things. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And to show my appreciation, I'd like to offer you a free psychographic analysis of your website homepage or your LinkedIn profile. Just click the psychographic analysis button below, and I'll review your colors, fonts, images, messaging, logo, and layout to let you know how they match up with your target market's primary gratification. This is a great tool to help you better understand the advanced strategies covered in this video. If you have a question or you'd like to make a comment, then please drop me an email or direct message me. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best as you use psychographics to position your products and services to sell themselves. To take me up on my free offer to do a psychographic analysis of your website homepage or your LinkedIn profile, just click the psychographic analysis button below.